Welcome to Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, where we take a deep dive into the Star Wars universe such as characters, creatures, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Kadojo. Welcome back, Acolytes, Adepts, to another episode of Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Kadojo.
Hello there.
And today we are bringing you more Sith cults. Last week we did the Acolytes of the Beyond / the Sith Eternal, because one went into the other. But today, we are diving into a Legends Sith cult, which, if you played Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO, and played the Revan DLC, you might know this one, because this is the Order of Revan. And, yeah, they're all kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Very much.
So, the Order of Revan, or also known as the Revanites, was a secret society within the reconstructed Sith Empire and adhere to the teachings of the powerful Force user Revan, balancing the light and dark sides of the Force. The Order sought to change the Empire from within, and they accepted members from all levels of Imperial society, even alien species, just as Revan had done. Meaning,
so we're not
Go on.
So we're not calling them Grey Jedis. We're calling them Revanites.
Correct. And first off, me and Austin talked about Grey Jedis. That was a fan-made thing that was never made and never specified by anybody that did Star Wars stuff. They don't exist.
Tell the fan base that.
Or right. Which, as I said, it's a fan-made order, but it was never a thing in Star Wars. It's like, oh, you can have the whole point of the Force is, the thing is, you can't have Grey because, yes, Revan had light and dark. He was on the dark side, then went back to the light, or he was on the light side, went to the dark side, came back to the light, but he stayed on the light. There is no in between because the dark side is a corrupted force that corrupts within. I mean, we've talked about that before. So you can't have two. It's like it's not a yin and yang. That's not how the Force works.
You never read the Ronin book. They did it differently in there.
Yeah, but that's not even canon. So there's that too.
It's still a good book,
right? But not canon. Anyway, so the Order was founded by Tari Darkspanner, who discovered the records of Revan on Korriban while training to be a Sith in the decades before the Empire's Cold War with the Galactic Republic, and the Order was headquartered in a compound in the jungles of the planet of Drum and Kos. However, Revan himself took control of the Order during the Galactic War and transformed it into a fanatical cult with members of the upper echelon of both the Galactic Republic and the Sith Empire.
Yeah. And by the way, what a heck of a name. Last name, Darkspanner. Hand me that spanner.
Yeah. I mean,
like
we had
tool, like a wrench or something.
We had was it Briggs Darklighter?
Yeah.
So I mean, originally Luke's last name wasn't Skywalker; it was Starkiller.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, So, diving into their history, so decades before the Cold War between the Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic, the human Tari Darkspanner stumbled across the records of the ancient Force user Revan, a man who had been both Jedi and Sith almost 300 years earlier while she was training to become a Sith. Now, yes, as I said, if you play KOTOR, the first Knights of the Old Republic, he was a Jedi, fell to the dark side, which, by the way, he didn't fall voluntarily. He was brainwashed.
Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't fall so much as shoved and kicked.
And then came back to the light. And that's the KOTOR canon. He comes back to the light. Now, obviously, you play Knights of the Old Republic 1, you can stay on the dark side if you want to.
Funny enough, there is an ending where you can be dark side. Go back to the light at the last minute and have Malik come with you and
Is
get off the
there?
station.
Is that
Yes, but you have
in?
to kill off every other companion.
Is that like in game, or is that was like through modding?
I don't know if it was modded or is actual game
I
code,
want to
but
say that was modded.
I don't know.
I don't know, because some of the companions are not killable. Like you can't kill all the companions.
Yeah.
So during her explorations, Darkspanner learned how Revan and his allies had confronted the Sith Emperor, and she came to believe that Revan had in fact emerged victorious, and that he and not the Emperor who sat on the throne of the Empire. She soon founded the Order of Revan, which recruited members of all species and walks of life across the Empire, devoting themselves to Revan's teaching. The Order sought to bring the Empire into balance between the light and the dark sides of the Force, the ways of peace and war from within.
I
So,
looked it up. It is modded. Sorry.
okay. I kind of figured it was. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's modded. I'm pretty sure first off, Malik can't live. Like, you have to kill him. He will die.
That
And
bothered me because I
then,
saw a YouTube video of it, but
the T3 and HK are not killable. Like, you cannot
yeah.
kill them. And I think Bastila, I don't think you can kill Bastila either.
No, but still, it was an interesting YouTube video. I'm like, really? That's an option? Anyway.
Yeah, fair. So, growing to be several hundred members strong, the Order, whose members became known as Revanites, began to attract scrutiny from the Empire's ruling Dark Council, who sought to stamp out their heretical teachings. This forced the Order to cease their meetings in the Empire's capital, Kos City, on the planet of Dremon Kos, and retreat to the jungles of Dremon Kos.
Hey, no more meetings in the city limits.
Right. Hey,
don't have a permit for that.
We can't have you having the teachings of a Sith who became a Jedi. We can't do that.
You don't have a permit for these meetings. You can't do it within city limits.
Right. So there they established a compound that was located near a cave in which the Order maintained a shrine to Revan. Some Revanites devoted their entire lives to the Order's teachings and excluded themselves from Imperial society, while others met in secret and maintained their ordinary lives while adhering to Revan's teachings. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. This is very interesting. So the Dark Council viewed the Revanites with contempt for mixing Jedi and Sith teachings. Hence, one of their goals was to root out and destroy the secret organization before their teachings could spread even further throughout the Empire.
Hey, we're pure emo here. We're not having any of that do-gooder stuff here. Go away.
Right. It's like, hey, we're teaching the Sith stuff. This Jedi nonsense? Yeah. No, throw it away. We can't have that here.
Yeah, no, we're not having that Jedi teachings after they kick our butts after we tried to kill them all. No.
Right. Oh, gosh. So, but in 3637 BBY, during the Galactic War, Revan himself emerged at the head of the Order, having somehow survived the near-fatal battle with the Imperial forces on the Foundry. However, Revan did not survive intact due to the centuries of torture by the Emperor and the Dreadmasters. Revan's mind was split between his light and dark halves, the light half of him becoming a spirit, while the dark half retained physical form, possessing strength and cunning, but no wisdom. Well, I mean, if you play the, is it called the Return? It's not called the Return of Revan.
Rise of Revan, maybe?
No, I don't think that's right either. God, why am I blanking on it? It's Rise of the Hutt Cartel and Shadow of Revan.
Shadow of Revan?
I want to say it's Shadow of Revan.
Yeah, Shadow of Revan.
Okay, sweet. All right, cool. I knew it.
The second expansion.
So when you see Revan, when you play through this expansion, yeah, he has no wisdom because he's gun-hoing the entire time.
Yeah.
He is not like being patient. He's not waiting for anything. He's just full on gun ho. Doesn't care what's in his path. He's gonna mow it all down. So, obsessed with destroying the Emperor, Revan took control of the Revanites to achieve his objective. Under his direction, the Revanites secretly expanded, placing agents in high-ranking positions in both the Empire and Republic. Their agents, Darth Arcus of the Dark Council and Colonel Rian Darroch of Republic Special Forces, orchestrated simultaneous smash and grab operations that the Korriban incursion and the assault on Tython to recover Rakata technology. With the aid of South Cath geneticist named Gorma, they eventually created invincible cyborg super soldiers to form the base of their infinite army.
Yeah, yeah. This was fun in the story where, as a Republic player, you go to attack the Sith capital. Okay, yay, success. You come back. Oh no, they raided Tython at the exact
Right.
same
Well,
time. What were the
well,
odds on that?
well, no, it's because this is part of the expansion. If you play the light side, you raid. Well, if you're a Jedi Knight, you raid Drum Koss at the very end of the game or base game. But when you do this Corbin incursion, if you're on the light side, the Sith did a simultaneous attack on Tython and vice versa, to
It,
where
it's
go
it's
on
like
what
if in Revenge of the Sith, when the CIS attacks Coruscant, the Republic decide to attack the capital city of the CIS at the same time.
right, right. So when strike teams from both galactic powers discovered that they were up to, the two conspirators fled with their research, destroying the underwater base that were created with the super soldiers, thus erasing all evidence that could expose their order. Sith Lord Lana Bianco and SIS agent Theron Chan, who had once worked closely with the conspirators, discerned that the Order of Revan planned on annihilating both the Empire and Republic, and thus cooperated with each other, along with the Wookiee named uh, Jacaro? Is that how you say Jacaro?
Jakaro, I would say.
Jacaro, to find a way to stop them.
Now, is this
And
the first time we're meeting Lana?
yes, yeah. Shadow Revan is the first time we meet Lana, and I can't remember if it's the first time we meet Theron or not. I think Theron like you come across him in passing in certain flashpoints, but Lana, yes, is the first time we meet Lana.
Yeah.
I believe.
By the way, best waifu in the game.
Oh
Um,
God.
let's start this flame war.
I don't
Uh,
know about that, but anyway, moving on. Arcus and Darroch fled to Leon and set up their cyborg conscription operation within the Temple of the Ancients. Wait, this ain't Final Fantasy. Okay. When their pursuers tracked them down, the subsequent battle resulted in the destruction of the Infinite Army and the two Revanite deaths. Revan himself soon arrived in the system with a small fleet composed of both Imperial and Republic capital ships.
See, what happens in Final Fantasy VII, it collapses in on itself and just pops up in the Star Wars universe.
But it didn't collapse in Final Fantasy.
I thought it like folded in on itself
No,
or shrunk or something.
they just left because it's in 7.
Did
They
it?
just leave. Yeah.
No, I thought it folded in on itself or something.
No, you're thinking of that weird pyramid thing at
Maybe.
the end of Rebirth. That, yes. Temple of
Maybe.
Ancients, no. Anyway, so declaring their loss for the Infinite Army, major setback or minor setback, Revan opened fire on the temple in an attempt to kill the interceptors, but they escaped via shuttle. Subsequently, the Revanites arranged to deal with the strike team's allies. Jericho received 12 death sentence on his head. Dang.
But what was that one guy's number of death sentences on his head?
Who?
In A New Hope in the bar scene?
Oh God, I don't remember. That's something I might have to look up. Theron was disavowed by the SIS, and Lana was accused of murdering Arcus. The trio then went underground to find a way to expose the Order. Yeah.
See,
And by the way, Jericho is hilarious as a Wookiee because he has a freaking protocol droid strapped to him in pieces,
Hmm.
and it's so funny.
12 death sentence on 12 systems, by the way. So our Wookiees tied with our
Mm, gotcha. So the Order
guy there.
enlisted later enlisted the services of the Nova Blades, a pirate gang, to target key hyperspace lanes to force Republic and Imperial command fleets to the pirate haven of Rishi. The plan was for the Revanites fleet to attack both sides, while sleeper agents aboard the fleet sabotaged their ships they were on. Theron, Lana, and Jericho contacted their allies and then the masquerade as a rival pirate gang for the purpose of harassing the Nova Blades to get intel on the Revanites' plan.
Now, if I remember correctly, at least as a Jedi, there is sort of a main side mission where you get visited by your old master as a Force ghost, and he has you help
Mm,
all the people affected on Rishi because of all
yes,
this.
that is true.
I
That
don't know if it's
actually,
just the Jedi Knight or if it's all the classes on the light side gets this
no, it's just Jedi Knight
vision.
because it's specifically tied to your story.
Yeah.
Because none of the other classes would know your master.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So,
Making Jedi Knight even more canon than the others. No. Uh,
well, yes, because that was technically the canonical. That was originally what KOTOR 3 would have been. Would be
yeah.
that story. So once they had information on the trap, the team fought past the Revanites guarding the signal jammer, blocking communications in the sky battle. Once the jammer was deactivated, Theron uploaded identities of Revanite agents to both fleets, resulting in their detainment. Yeah. You do a lot of work in a very short amount of time. Not gonna lie.
Well,
I mean, this
uh,
expansion's not that long. It's like maybe a couple
no, it's
hours, like maybe
yeah,
two,
like
three, 3 to 4
4 hours.
hours. It's very short.
But to be fair, this order had a long time to build up and plan and
Mm-hmm.
infiltrate. So when you get that well organized and get things that well lined up, things can go fast.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just talking about your character, like derailing them constantly.
Darn that Jedi.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Well, let's take a quick mid break. Thank our patrons, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything podcast. Has nothing to do with the lore of Star Wars. Here, we want to thank all our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And if you too want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/holocronhistories, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself. You can also leave us ratings and reviews on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment read out loud next time on the show, which we do have one today from General Fire. With Zero Company taking place in the year before the end of the Clone War, and with the Shadow Collective cosmetic pack, do you guys think we might actually see the Shadow Collective in the game? Possibly. I
I
don't.
mean, the
It's
Shadow Collective was broken up.
yeah. I
I mean,
think by the because I'm trying to
it was
remember like
formed very quickly and then was broken up very quickly.
correct.
I mean, they probably only had like a few months as the Shadow Collective.
Right. So maybe not. We'll see. So yeah. We'll find out at the end of the month, I guess. And then you can also find us on a few different Discord servers. The Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as mine Discord server, the Band of Friends podcast in Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are the Dragon Ball Lorecast, the Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizard World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast.
You need to start taking a deep breath before you start that list.
Absolutely. And then, as far as news goes, as of us recording, we are one day away from having the Ninth Jedi being premiered on Disney Plus. All 8 episodes will be live at the get go, so you can binge it completely if you want. When you're hearing this, it's already live, so go watch it. And
Yeah.
I know
The
you posted in the Discord. They posted episode the 2
season
episodes.
one Yeah, season 1, episode 5 of Star Wars Vision 1, which is the Ninth Jedi. And then season 3, episode 2, maybe? I have to go look it up.
Which is also connected to it, right?
Yeah, which is the second episode of the Ninth Jedi, as it
Okay,
were.
cool. And you can watch that free on YouTube right now. And then I mean, just like we said, Zero Company comes out at the end of the month, which is really cool. There was a Q&A last month with one of the game directors or producers, one of the two, on Discord where they did a FAQ or Q&A, and they did straight up confirm the Jedi character we get is the only Jedi character we get, and if she dies, that's it.
She dies.
So
The only Jedi
don't let her
class you
die.
get.
But they did confirm at some point in the game, to a certain story point, we can recruit more clones.
Yeah.
And they also did say standard characters can wear clone armor, but we can get full on like clones after a certain point in the story, which is great because I want a whole squad of clones. That's all I want. I want a full squad of clones
Yeah. I mean, the
with
only
our Jedi companion leading them, their general.
I mean, we must get them before the end of the Clone Wars. So
Well,
I'm
yeah.
wondering where they're
Well,
coming from and how
also, I
we're
mean, we don't
hiring
know
them.
when this game will end, so it might still go on after, or like,
Order 66.
well, I'm just saying, like, where it like, depending on where it ends, does it end? Does the game end around the same time as the Clone Wars, or does it end like before the Clone War ends itself? We don't know.
Yeah.
So they might keep it open that way they can do more stuff later down the line. We'll see. Um, They did say all characters can die except for Hawks, where your character, who is Hawks, that you get to customize and everything, if your character dies, it just goes to a game over screen where you just restart from your last save.
Mm-hmm.
So try not to have any of your guys die.
Wonder how many save goings we'll be doing.
I'll be doing as much as I can. I save every, like playing XCOM, I save every time before I go on a mission. Every time. So, yes.
Save, move a character. Okay, nothing.
The
Save,
only
move a
time I
character.
didn't do
Okay,
that
nothing.
was Marvel Midnight Suns because none of the characters die.
Yeah.
They're all permanent. They don't die. That's it. They get like bedridden to where you can't use them for like so many missions, but that's it. They don't die. And then there is 15, 20 minutes of new gameplay of Galactic Racer.
Yeah.
I want to say it's
Yeah, about
15.
15. 15-ish.
Looks good. The the kill cams that they have in the game when like a racer
Don't you
gets
mean death cams?
death cam, kill cam, same thing. When a racer like explodes is freaking hilarious.
Boom.
Um,
And they did confirm it's rogue-like, so any progress you made with your speeder carries over.
ooh,
So say this really sucks. Like I said, it's roguelike, and each act goes across at least 4 planets, I think they said.
mm-hmm.
And you can vary paths, like a race, a time trial, or something else. But if you crash and die, then you start the entire act over. Can you imagine going through all 4 planets, you get to the last race, boom,
And
you
then
die,
die. Yeah, that
all the way back to the beginning.
knowing my luck, that would happen. Yeah, that would suck. Oh, and by the way, going back to Zero Company, I know you sent me the
Oh, right.
so some of the planets that we're getting, are Anaxes, Bruntal, Caller, Ryloth, Serlonis, Solist, Vandor, Dantooine, Forlum, Lothal, and Mampuzo. Mampuzo? I want to say that's
Mapuzo.
Mampuzo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, those are the planets that we have. Obviously, there might be more in game that they haven't announced yet. We'll see. But regardless, it's gonna be awesome. They did say there's a lot of different maps on the planets that they have. There are different weather effects. The weather effects do not change gameplay. They did say that specifically. It's only cosmetic. It doesn't change your chances when you're like using a sniper rifle or anything like that, like visual wise, which
It's
is
gonna be
great.
f- it's gonna be fun going to Lothal.
Oh, absolutely. During the Clone
And this
Wars,
is
no less.
yeah, this yeah, I say this is for the Imperial buildup of industry there, so
Yeah.
it should be
So it's
nice and
very
pretty.
different from what we've seen. Ryloth we've seen during the Clone Wars, obviously through the Clone Wars itself. So other planets besides Dantooine, most of them are new. Solus is not new, but again,
No.
I think this is. I don't know. Did we go to Solus during the Clone Wars? I want to say
In
they did.
Battlefront. Oh, you mean in the
And like in the animation, because the Battlefront 2 is
animation?
set into the Galactic Civil War.
Well, Star Wars Battlefront, you go to Solus too,
Yeah,
or that's one of the
yeah,
maps.
it's one
But
of the maps, but it's not a Clone Wars map.
Clone Wars. No, I don't think we do.
Okay, I don't
Solus gets
remember.
mentioned in uh, Twilight Company, which is the
Okay,
last planet they go to.
okay, fair.
And then when Star Wars Battlefront 2, they do go to Solus.
But Battlefront
It's
2
like,
set during the Galactic Civil War.
yeah, yeah, I know. I'm just
I
rambling
mean, we
off
go to. I know we go to
whenever it's
Solus in that game, but it's not during the Clone Wars. It's during the Imperial occupation and everything, and they have all the Imperial
yeah.
factories. Okay, and then last bit of news, there was a new update to SWTOR. The new season, the Light and Dark, just started, which there are new accessories. They just added as a new accessory tab in the cartel market to where you can have cybernetics. You can get different face mods of cybernetics. You can have different hands. You can have glove like cybernetics, feet cybernetics if you want like robotic feet. So pretty cool. I really like that. I might have to log in for once and see what these are like. So we'll see. Um, Mainly for my Zabrak character for my Sith.
Oh, there was another piece of news. I kind of doubt it's real, so bear with me. Supposedly, we might be meeting Luke Skywalker in in Third Jedi game with Cal
Yeah,
Kestis.
yeah. I'll believe it when I see it. I don't like they haven't said anything about that game yet, so
Oh no, definitely not.
I wouldn't believe it until I see it. They're too focused on the two games that come out this year, and supposedly we might get some news on the KOTOR remake sometime this year. There was an interview with Jennifer Hale. She was on a podcast, and they were specifically asking, "It's like, well, can you say anything about the KOTOR remake?" She's like, "I can't really talk about that project," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Why?" So there's a lot of rumors and speculations. We might actually be getting an actual update and like teaser for it sometime this year, hopefully. So stay
saying
tuned.
you can
Hopefully, Gamescom's
say
around a corner, so it's at the end of the month.
saying you cannot confirm or deny is pretty much confirming you're working on it.
Right. I mean, she did the trailer. She was the
Yeah.
voiceover for the trailer as Bastila again, which is great. So we already knew she was on the project as Bastila again, but they haven't really said anything since that trailer, besides
Yeah.
announcing, "Hey, Saber's taking it over." Oh, also, I think they confirmed LucasArts is uh, uh, not no longer going to work with Aspire
Really.
because they botched a lot of projects recently. Mainly with the KOTOR remake, which they were originally working on, the Battlefront Classic collection they did, which has a lot of issues on the newer gen stuff.
Mm,
And then some of the like KOTOR 2 port had a lot of issues as well. So they're just like, yeah, we're not going to partner with you guys anymore.
that's three strikes. You're out. No.
Which, hey, I'm fine with. Like, Spire is like they're good for ports, but like they don't they've never really made a game themselves,
Yeah.
which is like kind of sad. But all right, well anyway, let's get back into more of the Revanites. All right, so coming back, so with the Revanite infiltrators, uh, exercised from the fleets of the Renites, flotilla. That's a ship. Flotilla routed. Both Republic and Empire agreed to temporary truce and allied against Revan. Revan took the remaining forces to Yavin 4, where the slumbering Sith Emperor resided after his defeat at the hands of the hero Tython. The Revanites overwhelmed the smaller number of Imperial Guardsmen stationed at the Imperial Guard Academy and secured the Temple of Sacrifice.
Oh, who
Yeah.
names a temple Temple of Sacrifice?
Sith.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of like in their whole thing, isn't it? Within the temple was a device capable of consuming all life on the moon to resurrect the Emperor, whom Revan intended to bring back from the brink of death so he could destroy him for good. However, the Coalition forces arrived on Yavin 4 and grudgingly worked together to break past the Revanites' line and to destroy the temple device, believing Revan would be unable to defeat the Emperor.
Now,
Which, yes, he would have been. Like, he would not have won, period.
ultimately, now, if I remember correctly, there was an option for this. You could either have it as a cutscene where you just see both Republic forces and Imperial forces fighting through the Revanites, or there's a story mission where you can get like a raid group together
So I
and
played
fight
it.
through it
I played it
yourself.
2 years ago. I replayed it a couple years ago. They made it to where it's just it's not a flashpoint anymore. It's just a single player mission. It's just a story mission that you play, which
Ah,
your character shows up, and like you're fighting alongside with a bunch of NPCs of the characters that you're fighting, like Darth
Mar.
Mar.
Is that
Thank
his
you.
name?
Yeah, it's Mar.
Okay.
Lana, Theron, um, or Satil. So yeah, it's just a story mission that you do. It's a really good story mission and long cutscenes, so it's really good.
Uh,
So ultimately, the elite members of the coalition confronted Revan on the Forgotten Terrace and defeated him permanently. The conflict between the coalition and the Revanites had fueled the Emperor's revival, who had departed Yavin 4 without taking a physical form or possessing a body. Because he already had one. Shocker.
yeah.
And if you don't know, go back to listen to our Lord, our Valkorian episode that we did. Me and Austin went over Valkorian specifically, who is terrifying, by the way. If you think of any of the Sith Lords in the galaxy that use the dark side, most people think, "Oh, Sidious, he's terrible, he's evil, he's the baddest of the bad." No, Valkorian
No, he
takes
just follows this
him.
guy's
Like
playbook.
Sidious is like a percent of what Valkorian is capable of.
Yeah.
It's whoa. Anyway, so a Revan was then confronted by a Force ghost of his other half, who convinced the dark half to release the hold of their physical form and emerge, making Revan whole once more, as his physical body vanished, leaving only his scarred mask and lightsaber behind. With Revan's defeat, the Revanites were left leaderless and presumably disbanded. As the Republic and Empire departed Yavin 4, they left they left token forces to watch for any signs of the Revanites if they continue to operate on the moon.
And also give you out daily missions.
Yeah, that's true too. And
That's
or
why.
like me, I have my Jedi Academy on Yavin because I have a stronghold on Yavin. That's my Jedi Academy.
Now, oh wait, there's a stronghold on Yevon now?
Yeah, there's has been,
Oh
yeah.
boy. It's
And then
been so long.
I have a lot of I have almost all the strongholds. They're pretty cheap.
It's been so long since I've played.
That's fair. No, there's my Sith ones on Tatooine. It's a Tatooine like farm essentially because they don't have any like Sith styled stuff like bases. I mean,
Yeah.
like
I
Yavin
mean,
is literally an old temple. Like it's
yeah.
literally a Jedi temple that you can make.
Don't they have a base in Drummond Cass?
No, you have an apartment on Drummond
Yeah.
Cos, but that's
Just an
it.
apartment?
It's just an apartment. Um, Here, since we're on the topic, uh, here I can just bring up the strongholds. So we have the Alderaan noble estate on Alderaan. The Carrick Station penthouse, which is the Republic fleet penthouse on the Republic station on the Republic fleet. You have Corporo Villa, which is on Corporo. Coruscant apartment, Cost City apartment. You have a Manan retreat. Mekshaw safe house. The Nar Shaddaa Sky Palace, the Rishi Hideout, Tatooine Homestead, Umbara Mobile Base, which is literally just a train it's just constantly running. Yeah. You have the Vulcan Space Dock Penthouse, which is the Sith Empire's penthouse on the Sith fleet. And then you have the Yavin 4 Temple. That's it. So, I was kind of hoping eventually they'll add something more Sith-like, eventually, which would be kind of nice, but who knows? Or something that, with, like, the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Nar Shaddaa is, like, essentially a penthouse kind of a thing. As I kind of wish it was, like, an underworld style of a thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. So, going into their organization and philosophy, so Revanites believed that the path to power could not be followed by either Jedi or Sith. The idea of rebirth was a particular import of the Order, as they knew that how Revan had been a Jedi, Sith, and then reborn as something new when he was betrayed by both. Which, yeah, that's fair.
I don't know if he was betrayed by
He wasn't betrayed by the Jedi. I just point that out there.
I mean, the only person in the KOTOR games that were betrayed was the Jedi outcast from KOTOR 2 when they tried to strip her powers.
Correct. And like he was never really betrayed by the Republic because he voluntarily went after to go find the Emperor to destroy him.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't
to find
him.
the cause.
Well, to find the cause
of the
he finds the Emperor and all that stuff. So, well, I'm talking about this is in the Revan book.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, he leaves Bastila. She knew everything. Well, she knew that he was leaving, go to do his own thing, and then never returns. Like, he was never betrayed.
Yeah, well, I was talking about during the Mandalorian Wars.
Oh, yeah, but he was a Jedi then turned Sith. So, that's kind of a thing and whatever. So, though the Order of the Revan members were of the Sith Empire, the Order taught that one should not rely on the dark side. Revan achieved greatness because he relied on both the light and the dark, using the Force as a whole. The Order was also patriotic. They did not seek to destroy the Emperor, but instead change it from within.
Yeah, you kind of have to kill the Emperor if you want to live in peace there.
Yep, I agree. The Revanites welcomed members of all alien species, as they knew how many of Revan's companions and allies had been droids and aliens, but they believed that Revan had once done because he thought servants were more useful than they were powerful. Because Revan accepted allies from many different walks of life, the Order did the same. The Order included members from every level of the Empire society, from high-ranking Sith and military officers to commoners and even slaves. Which, I mean, if you play KOTOR 1, half your companions are not human.
Yeah.
You have Revan, who's human. Basila's human. You have Karth,
who's human.
Bodar,
then
or not Bodar.
Cathar,
not Bodar. That's
Twi'lek,
in KOTOR 2.
Zabar, the Wookiee.
Yep. T3, HK. Who's the freaking Jedi you meet in
Tatooine?
On Kashyyyk. No. He's on Kashyyyk in the Darklands. Oh God, what's his name? Someone's screaming at their radio right now. Okay, so you have. Oh gosh. That's not
Cathar,
all of them.
Mission, Zalbar, Bastion,
Okay, so you have
Shoot Johnny.
Karth, T3, Mission, Zalbar, Masala, Canderous, Ordo, Juhani, HK, and Jolie. That's who he was. Jolie.
Okay. You sure it was Kashyyyk and not Tatooine?
Yeah, Jolie. Yeah, you meet him
Yeah.
on Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Could have sworn you met
Former
him on
Jedi Padawan
Tatooine.
during the Jedi Civil War. His wife fought for Exar Kun's brotherhood of the Sith. Gee, what? Yeah, you lived on Kashyyyk in the Shadowlands.
Okay.
That's where you met him.
Then who do we pick up in Tatooine?
Tatooine was HK.
Uh,
Because you buy him from a shop so you could use his translator for the um freaking sand people.
yeah.
So alright, so the order also included Mandalorians of Clan Far, who served the order as a matter of honor as Ketafar, sought to ensure that Revan's name would be remembered. Tara Darkspanner, the master of the order, believed that Revan had defeated the Emperor and taken his throne, but she also believed that the Emperor's silence during the Cold War meant that the Dark Council had imprisoned Revan. Which is not entirely wrong.
It wasn't the Dark Council, it was the Emperor.
Yeah, he was in prison. Just not, you know. So those who sought to join the order would have undergone an initiation in which they would complete various tasks for different members that would test their knowledge of the order's ideals and their devotion to them.
Very
During the
cult-like.
yeah, well, yes, well, freaking Jedi do this. During the initiation, prospective members would visit the Revanite cave and meditate before the Order's altar there, where they would receive visions of Revan. Every initiation also included a trial of the past, which would bind the initiate to Revan to help them understand the Order's history.
Mhm.
So when Revan himself directly took control of the Order, the Revanites had expanded to include Republic individuals in their ranks. The Order had forgotten their roots, now fanatically devoted to the former Jedi, having agents in high-ranking positions in both galactic superpowers enable the Order to pull strings and covertly
Covertly?
falsify information similar to the Star Cabal. I'm trying to remember their Star
Man, you
Cabal
turn a
is
corner
another.
and every...
So what?
I'd say you turn a corner and there's some kind of cabal
Yeah.
in Star Wars.
Or Destiny.
Yeah.
There's, you play Destiny, there's the Cabal, which is a race of freaking
5,000 BBY.
space rhinos. Essentially what they are. And if you
That's
play Renegades in Destiny 2, you play an Imperial version of them too. And all
I
decked out white armor.
I stopped playing Destiny 2 a while ago.
I will say, if you like Star Wars, play Destiny 2, get the Renegades. It's a lot of fun because it's obviously the Lucasfilm partnered with Bungie for that expansion, and it's Star Wars inspired into the Destiny story. And it is a lot of fun. A lot of the armor and vehicles and the ships are obviously inspired for Star Wars, and you can get you can get an X-wing, essentially, or X-wing inspired ship. You can get an indoor speeder bike as a Sparrow. The weapons, though, are probably the most fun weapons in all of Destiny, because first off, they don't use ammo. It's a freaking heat charge, just like in Battlefront 2.
Hmm.
It uses the exact same style, which is so much fun. And you do get eventually a lightsaber, which is also they call it a Praxis blade, but it's a lightsaber.
It's a lightsaber.
And yes, you can deflect bullets with it. It's great. Anyway, so where was I? So despite this, the Republic and Imperial members remained very wary of each other, having previously been on opposite sides. The Order's new purpose was to wipe out the Empire and Republic, a goal that the Revanites had taken point in of Fanaticism.
Fanaticism.
Fanatic.
Fanaticism.
Oh, fanaticism. Yeah, that. Yeah. So
I
they're all
mean,
fanatics.
to be fair, there hasn't been a single galactic-wide conflict that didn't involve an empire and the Republic at some point.
Yeah.
It really does seem like they're the problem
Yeah.
and not the citizens of the galaxy.
Yes. And then we do have a behind the scenes. So the Order of Revan was first introduced in the 2011 BioWare video game Star Wars: The Old Republic, in which which is the subject of a series of missions of the planet of Drum and Kos. When discussing the fact that she is a woman, Tari Darkspanner claims that the Revan's gender is uncertain in their records, a reference to the fact that a player can choose to make Revan either male or female as a playable character in BioWare's Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic.
Until they
Oh, so
canonized he was man.
yeah, then when Shadow Revan came out, they canonized it in the book first,
Yeah.
before they did it in game. But yeah, Revan's male, which kind of makes sense when you have a entire line.
romance.
Well, that, but you have an entire like bloodline of his.
Yeah. Which, by the way, his son becomes Grand Chancellor of the Republic.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
read the
that's
Revan
cool.
novel all the way to the end,
I don't remember that part.
the
It's been a while.
Sealed
It's been a few years since I've read the
yeah,
book.
her son, which is also Revan's son, becomes Chancellor of the Republic.
Oh, that's cool. So wait, is the Order of the Republic is it? So are they in the game before Shadow Revan came out?
Who?
The organization. Yeah. Oh my God, they came out they were in base game before Shadow Revan dropped. So there's missions on Drum and Cost that you deal with these people. But
Oh,
it's
really?
just like they're just like side missions.
Okay. It must be like while you're going to this main mission, you can help, these people with this random side mission.
That, or I mean, because there's a bunch of random repeatables and like random missions you can do throughout Old Republic because it is an MMO. So yeah, I mean that's not surprising. But that's kind of cool that they had it in there prior to the expansion. So
It's like we'll let this cook for a little while and see how it goes.
well, I think that knowing BioWare, they already had it all laid out. Especially with Star Wars.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. Well, with that said, that's all we have on the Order of Revan. Do you have any final thoughts or anything, Dojo?
Another cult that tried to start out good but got twisted in the end.
Yep. That's what happens when you mess with the dark side.
Yep.
Just saying. It corrupts. I wonder why. 'Cause it is a corruption. I mean, why do you think Sith have red eyes? They get the red tinted eyes and everything and like turn pale.
Oh yeah, and their bodies slowly disintegrate from the inside out,
Yeah.
essentially.
You see why it's called, why it's not a good thing in the universe? It's not a yin and yang. It's literally good and evil. Like, that's how George Lucas created the Force. It's literally meant to be a good and evil, a metaphor to that. So,
Of course,
anyway.
he initially created it with everyone wielding a lightsaber.
Wow, and then his wife then his ex-wife came into play and like, hey, maybe we should change this. And all the good changes that Star Wars, like this, we wouldn't have Star Wars like it is today without his ex-wife. Just saying. But anyway, everybody, thank you again for listening to Holocron Histories, and may the Force be with you.
Thank you for listening to Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Star Wars lore. And don't forget, for the Republic!